This is the Bluetti Ac50B power station and the Bluetti PV120 solar panel, and we are going into an in-depth review. Just a small disclosure, yes, this power station was sent by Bluetti to check it out, to make an evaluation on it and actually understand if the system is made for my production and also for my camping outdoor usage. I will be sharing my experience, so let's get straight into it. I went outside on my camping ground situation to understand if this system will be powering my three favorite things: my coffee machine, my compressor 40-liter fridge, and my studio light. Let's go outside. And we are outside in this great camping summer location up in the mountains, and this is an optimal setup for your campground but also for testing your Bluetti Ac50B. Well, today we are testing it with the solar panel, the Bluetti 120 watts. And we are now using the compressor fridge from Weber to actually test how much juice we can get out of it and how much juice we can get in of it from the solar panel. And at this right moment, the actual fridge is at 0% because it's actually in idle state. But now I will be turning the fridge on and actually getting to work to a lower temperature, so we get the boost and actual power wattage on the Bluetti. And now the actual fridge will kick in and we shall be getting the actual reading on the actual screen. So in this situation we are actually getting about 90 to 100 watts of actual input, and at full power the fridge consumes between 70 and 100 watts. So we can actually go throughout the day and having the actual fridge be powered with the solar panel if you have a sunny bright day, and then use the actual Bluetti power pack at night to actually discharge it and use it while we don't have the sun, and get an all day running with your compressor fridge. And this is a 40-liter compressor fridge. Okay, so now I will be disconnecting the actual compressor fridge, and we shall be doing a pretty stressful experience with a coffee machine. Yes, this Bluetti Ac50 have a powerlifting mode up to 1000 watts, because the stated rated power without the powerlifting mode is 700 watts of pure sine output. Now we will be testing and stressing out a coffee machine that's actually rated at 1100 watts. It's 100 watts more. But let me just test it. And yes, we are draining up to 780 watts. Still running, because actually this is hiring and actually leveling up the amperage power, so you can actually get the device working even if it's not working at 1100 watts. Now we are draining 718 watts, much more than actually the standard 700 watts with the powerlifting mode, where you can actually operate it also through the smartphone app. Now we are at 718 watts and waiting for the green light to turn on so we can make us a coffee outside in the field, just using the actual solars, or actually without the solars, just with the Bluetti Ac50B. Now we are still putting 780 watts and we are still waiting for the OK green light to actually make us our coffee. This will be lasting a couple of seconds or half a minute more, so we can get a pure coffee outside of the coffee machine. Now we drain 93%, so we drain 7% for the actual heating up of the coffee machine. The green light has turned on. Yeah, we can make out a coffee on the field, and yeah, sorry for that, we are spilling it inside of the actual drain hose. And yeah, now it's just draining 60 watts of power because it heated up, and now we are just using the compressor to actually make coffee. And now it kicked on again, so it's using again some slight power to actually heat up again the actual container. Well, you have it. You can make a coffee outside with a coffee machine with the Bluetti Ac50B. For another test, we will be switching off the actual coffee machine, and now I have pointed on myself a 200 watts light that will kick up right now when I turn it on.
And actually we can understand if we can use a studio lighting setup outside. Well, let's try that. And there you go, I have a 200 watts light connected straight to the actual Bluetti, giving much more punch from that side because we have the sun coming from that side, charging up the actual Bluetti Ac50B with the solar panel. Yeah, pretty powerful. Well, I can show it you right away how this looks. Yeah. So, this Dion MAURO'S 200B color light. And yes, I am able to power it with actual Bluetti, getting a lot more punch in my face if I need light in this open studio environment. In a bright sunny day, it's almost 12 o'clock in the morning, so we have the sun brightening up from that side. Pretty awesome.
Before going to the specs, I will be making an additional test with an Espresso coffee machine that consumes 1100 watts. Understand if the Bluetti Ac50B can deliver this power while heating up Espresso machine and do a coffee for me. Now we are draining maximum power for the actual Espresso machine to heat up, and then we shall be making a coffee. And yes, I forgot the actual cup, so I will be back in a matter of seconds. And I'm back with my favorite rose cup. And now I am waiting to actually have the Espresso machine heated up by the Bluetti, and then we shall be making a coffee. Understand if... Okay, we are already heated. Let's try that. Okay, let's try if we have the juice. Yeah, we have the juice to make coffee from the Espresso machine. And we are draining about 622 watts when the actual coffee machine works, and just 65 watts when just the compressor gets up the juice to actually put the coffee out. Yep, we are brewing slowly this nice espresso with the Bluetti Ac50B. Isn't that great? And we shall be waiting a little more, a couple of seconds, and we are done. We have the coffee done. Perfect. Delicious. Nice. So we are now ready to talk about the features and specs. In front we have the complete control panel with the OLED screen and the hookup power options. Starting from the left, we have the DC PV input with max 12 to 20 volts, 8.5 amperes, 200 watts. So from here you can connect the solar panel and charge it while using or idling. Another option is to use the B80 expandable power station battery, so you can juice up and give it more juice for up to 806 watts. So you can extend your complete situation for an additional usage when you have additional consumption overnight, let's say on a camping ground. Under it we have the DC cigarette style lighter connection, and yes, I can use it also with my fridge without any problems, and any other device that use this system. Under the screen we can find 3 DC output ports, 2 USB-C 65 watts and 1 USB-A 15 watts of power. So you can connect your USB-C and USB power devices like smartphones, tablets, and anything that works with USB-C. On the right side there is the AC output power with the standard plug 230 volts 700 watts pure sine wave port. And this is my mostly used power port, of course. On the right side we have the AC input power charging port, and on the left side we have the cooling vent port. On the main screen you have all the info needed to get going. The input source wattage, the output wattage consumption, and most importantly the remaining time of discharge while using it. So I have now connected my smartphone and my fridge, and you get the estimated on how long you can run a system like that. Additional features can be controlled with the Bluetti Bluetooth app. You have a well displayed menu system where you can check additional power features, select charging modes from standard, turbo and silent, the powerlifting mode that will be able to power devices up to 1000 watts and sustain the power needs just like my coffee machine, eco mode settings, auto sleep, version update with the AC frequency and grid self-adaptation. You can also check the battery pack information. The PV120 solar panel is a great one for the Ac50B, perfect for outdoor off-grid camping usage, just like me having a great day all-night solution. The solar panel is pretty compact with a carrying handle, and it's actually pretty easy to stand and use. There are 4 angle points where you can tilt the panel when it's fully stretched, and find the best sun angle to charge it at the max. On a bright sunny day situation, I was able to get up to 101 and 102 watts of input power, and I was just discharging with my actual cooler 70 watts. So I was actually charging more inside of AC Bluetti than discharging it with the actual cooler. So yes, a great option to have an all day and all night solution while using this system. And I was able to use for the whole night of 10 hours my 40-liter Weber fridge, and it consumes about 50 to 70 watts depending on the usage. But when it reaches the temperature, it cuts off, so it's 0. So I have drained approximately 75% of the battery, and in the morning I had 25% of battery left from 10 o'clock at evening until 8 o'clock or 9 in the morning. And it was an all night sealed without opening the fridge. So you can get a complete whole day of usage while recharging throughout the day with the solar panel. I wish they have added a wireless charging place on top of it, but there is just a handle and nothing else. And also I wish they could have added another additional port of 230 volts, but I understand in this price point this is extremely well made and extremely useful for the actual power of 448 watts hour. And I understand that the limits of the complete system to have additional ports to handle all of that. And yes, I can say that this is a great solution for all my camping filmmaking needs. The first link in the descriptions will guide you straight to the buying site with great promotions and also my additional codes, so you get slightly more off the price. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I will be happy to answer to all them. Till my next one, thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe, bell icon and notified every time I make new video, and see you on my next one. Let's drink that coffee that I made just right now. Perfect.